My name is Chanil Bhatt, and I have been working in one of the organization as a project engineer since 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So it has been completed around about 12 plus years in this same organization. I'm working at there as a project engineer because I have done mechanical engineering. And while we are talking about my hobbies, like playing cricket and watching movies, are my hobbies. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you are an engineer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Mm.
we are sharing the same field, but branches are different. Yes.
Okay.
But I think I'm very younger to you. I am in my master's final semester, final year.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
So how is this feeling, having a 13 year of experience as a project manager? I mean, that's a great achievement. And I'm sure you are not going
Mhm.
to rest on your laurels. I mean, this is just the beginning for you. So how is just this feeling? Can you just explain me?
Yeah, actually, I quite a very what kind of word I'm saying here. Actually, I want to pursue this career as an engineer, so
Mm-hmm.
it would be very grateful for me. But somehow I can actually lacking somewhere else while I'm not talking English fluently. So I feel that it is area where I have to enhance more and more. And
Mm-hmm.
rather than it is very hopeful and very grateful to pursue this career. Also, I want to explore more about in this career as well as the another field such as design field and any other field.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to work with in this field also, then it would be very grateful for me as well.
Mm-hmm. So you must be senior to your company, right?
Yeah, yeah, sir. Yeah, I have two managers whom I have reported them day by day,
Mhm.
and I have actually we have four members of team.
Mhm.
2% are
So,
junior.
so
Yes.
in your organization, how many members are there working? How many members are working there?
Yeah, in actually in my department there are 10 people
Mhm.
who are working right now. And then the two managers, one is
Mhm.
HOD and one is general manager,
Okay.
and others are my peers
Mhm.
and two persons which are my juniors.
Yes.
So I'm kind of saying that I'm middle person. Yeah, I
Okay, you
have
are the
senior
middleman.
also and as well as junior also.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, of course, there is hierarchy, right?
yeah.
There would be always some people who will be working under you, and there are some people who will be working above you. Okay, so I mean, it's a great feeling, working in such a great position. People have their dream. You must have
Hmm.
been asked this question when you were in an interview that after 5 years or 10 years later, where do you see yourself in a company? So
Hmm.
when we are fresher, we always say, we want to see ourselves in a leading position, taking such a
Hmm.
responsibility in a very significant manner
Hmm.
where we can manage companies' responsibilities and we can have more responsibility. So, can you just tell me that how was that time? I mean, 13 years down the line. Because nowadays, I
Hmm.
hope you also know that situations have been completely changed and employability has been also completely changed. People are struggling more nowadays. You know, a lot of people they just want to work in a company, but they are struggling to get job. When you were joined that
Yeah.
company, how was situation at that very moment?
At that time, actually, when I joined my organization, the engineer has a vast fields, like production, design, and many more fields are there. But in MNC company, multinational company, we have many job roles, but it is very limited to us because see, the job roles are different. But the MNC hiring the people or hiring any kind of person for the department, he is actually targeting the one task or maybe giving the only one kind of task which is very responsible for him. Okay. So I thought that is the drawback of the MNC company because a
Mhm,
person to be very limited at that particular area.
mhm,
If they want to increase or they want to enhance, then they have to shift or maybe they have to change over the job profile or any other thing.
mhm.
Because I might
Okay.
say when I have joined in
Mhm,
this department and
mhm,
always I working as a project engineer. Right now,
mhm,
currently I am working as a project engineer too. Yeah, the job profile is quite enhancing, but I'm not shifting my post. You know that, like if I'm using as a project engineer and I'm using the drawings and all these things.
mhm,
Currently, I'm working on the drawing as well. I'm not working on another software or any another modules as well.
mhm. Okay, great.
So this is the scenario for MNC companies.
Yes, okay. That is so good to know that what's current situation of the market. Yeah, and I hope you also know that there is a lot of words, people are talking about AI has come and the job is going to be
Hmm.
replaced and the things are getting automated nowadays. Most of the work which are
Hmm.
repetitive, which are repetitive and
Hmm.
which are rule based job, they are getting
Hmm.
automated by AI, and the job market is
Hmm.
slightly going to be decreased, but at the very same time there are some employability chances also, like prompt engineer. I hope you must have heard this word, job of prompt engineer, and the people who are very skillful to use AI, right?
Hmm.
It's also very important
Yeah,
to how to use, like, see, I am into,
definitely.
I don't know whether you are aware of the thing or not. In computer science is field, like we learn about coding and all. So
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
aware
so
about it.
yeah, you are aware about it.
Hmm.
So in coding,
Yeah,
a lot of people do web
the machine
development
learning is
also.
very important nowadays.
Yeah, so like in my field, like web development, the job of front end
Okay. So,
engineer is going to be completely decreased. We can't decline the fact,
yeah,
right? Because most of the things are
definitely.
getting done by AI in a very less time, right? Suppose we
Hmm.
have to create a front end website, we can easily create with the help of Claude AI, Black Box AI, and with ChatGPT if there is a pro version, right? So things are getting automated, but at the very same time we have to be very, optimistic, right?
Hmm.
Isn't it? When computer came, people said that job is going to be decreased and we are not going to get jobs, so how will we survive? But when computer came, a lot of opportunity also came, right? And people gets more success into this field. So yeah, it's all about perspective.
Hmm.
How
Yeah,
do we take challenges? When COVID came, right? When
definitely.
COVID came, a lot of people get hopeless. I mean, teachers, a lot
Hmm.
of teachers, they said, "My God, what will happen? How will we gonna teach a student? And we all the teacher are not very techy, so how will we teach on computer?" But in that very moment, the teacher who are a little smart, they learn the skill that how to conduct classes and how to take classes online. And nowadays people are more comfortable taking online classes rather going to an institute,
Yeah,
isn't it? I myself take a lot of online
agree.
classes for my personal grooming and
Hmm.
for the things related to my field. So it's all about searching
Yeah,
opportunity in what we can say in problems. you know Sometimes it becomes
yeah,
blessing in disguise. I hope you heard this word, blessing in
definitely.
disguise.
Yeah,
When there is
definitely.
something, yeah, when there is something problem, sometimes problems comes to improve us, right? Okay, so how do you usually, like, how do you do usually in the morning? What is your routine?
Actually, as I told earlier in call, that my schedule is very hectic because I have to left for my job at 6:15 a.m. in the
Mm-hmm,
morning. So I have to wake up early in the morning, around about
mm-hmm,
5 a.m. After that, I'm getting fresh enough and had my breakfast, having my breakfast, and then suddenly I have to go for catching my bus. So 6:15, I left my home, and my day start with this running job.
mm-hmm,
Then after I come back at home 7:30 p.m.
mm-hmm.
So in between, I even not a single thinking about what I have to do and what I wish to do. After 7:30 p.m. it is okay, but in morning or in whole day,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think too much about that because I have many more wishes to have to wishes for doing something here and there.
Yes,
But somehow the time is constrained, so that's why I'm not able to do whatever I want to do.
yes,
So yeah.
true. It always have been listened by people that in corporate field, when you are in the corporate field,
Hmm.
the work life balance is just a
Yeah,
theory. It's just a
theory,
theory.
definitely.
Just a theory.
It's just theory.
It's not able to implement. I mean, 90% people are not able to implement. We think about taking a gym plan and then we take admission, but
Yeah,
we somehow never manage to
never.
go on time. We think about
How
work life
much you are
balance.
trying to set balance for these things,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we are not able to because somehow you have to deliver your work because of
yeah.
your career. You have to wish
Yes,
about your work like if I'm not getting into the race, someone also win, someone definitely win the race. So we are
yes,
running without knowing where our going. We want to go,
yeah,
sorry. So this is
yeah,
the main thing. And the second thing is that now the era is I am actually calculating like that everybody is learning something. Okay, everybody is going to in before I have seen that era. where the even I saw my father as well,
Mm-hmm.
and he came back from the job. Then after he taking rest at home, playing with me and all these things. But right
Mm-hmm.
now we are very engaged in our educational work or any other field. We have to explore ourselves and evolve ourselves as much as possible because we know that if we are not learning another thing or any other field, so we are lagging behind. So that's why all people are into the race of something creating new or doing something new, like educational wise as well as professional wise. You
Yes.
may say any other thing, but yeah,
Yes. I
this
remember
is a
I
thing.
was reading, yeah, I was just reading a book one
Mhm.
year down the line where I learned about the word was cutthroat competitions. Like in
Mm,
UPSC and other government examination, cutthroat
mm,
competition is
yeah,
going on. And I think it is
yeah,
applicable to in each and every field, even in engineering too. If you are
also,
not
yeah,
upgrading yourself with time, if you're not learning new technology, you are going to be lagging behind, and there would be always a guy who are ready to replace you, who are going to work
very true, yeah.
less salary than you, and he's more flexible, he's new guy, new energy, Gen Z. So definitely you are going to be replaced by him. So you have to be very smart. And nowadays I can see a lot of companies, including TCS and some other multinational companies, they are
Mm,
firing people who are having 10 year and 15 year of experience. Man, this is really,
yeah,
a serious concern for all those people who have sacrificed their 15 years, 20 years to the company, and now they are firing them like
mm,
they never exist. Isn't it a really serious concern about
definitely.
people? So now the one thing I really understood why this is happening, because those people are very good at their work, but they have not upgrade themselves according to the time.
Mm,
And it's very important to
upgrade,
understand that
yeah,
we are not in a government job, so in private, whatever you do, you have to every day improve yourself. And that's the only thing that can keep you
mm,
sustainable in a company, in an organization, because it's good for you. At the very same time, it's good for organization as well. So definitely, if we'll not
yeah,
upgrade
definitely.
ourselves, we are going to be lagging behind. Okay, such a serious talk we are doing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why both engineers are when meet, talking is really crucial.
Yeah, but sometimes I have also heard this word that engineers never become engineers; they become anything else in the life, but they never become the true engineer, isn't it?
Definitely,
Okay.
because I have seen a lot of FCI, any other field, the most of are the engineers. While we are talking about any kind of musician or all these things, because yeah, one of my friend right now he was shifting a career into IT field. So first of all, he just coding in Python because the last like in years Python is very famous. So he
Yes.
was starting at that time. Now he was completely transformed his identity from mechanical engineer to IT engineer. So engineers do wonders.
True. Okay, great. Okay, so such a serious talk. Now let's get back to the
Mm,
fun talk. Okay, can you just tell me that I don't know how much you remember Jameen. Can you just tell me about your favorite childhood memory that you used to do a lot when you were a child, if you can
mm.
remember?
There were lots of memory, but yeah, one memory I think all people are very fascinating with their if when they were going to their maternal home, like their uncle's home, maternal uncle's home.
Hmm.
So that childhood memory was very nearest to our heart. Whenever we play in sunny days, we were
Mhm.
playing cricket in sunny days. Our mother are calling that please come home because of these sunny days. You are getting what kind of word saying? You're getting by heat, but we never heard of her thing, and just we are going to play and play. So
Yes,
that's the thing, and that was my childhood memory, which was I very much many more time I was remembering this. Yeah.
yes, yes. Okay, good.
Mm,
Okay, so like my childhood memory was quite similar to you. That in daytime,
mm,
what we used to do, we came back to the school, put our bag
mm,
aside, just throw away the bag, and then we just are like crazy going to the field playing cricket till evening. Till the sun sides,
yeah.
we are like
It was
playing.
such
Yeah. So mother used to walking around, where is my son, and he's not looking anymore.
mm,
So all the everything, our clothes are dirty and we have not eaten something, so they
mm,
are very serious that what happened, guys. Those day was
mm,
like childhood memories are like we cannot forget those memories. Those things are like a you know a nostalgia, and when nostalgia hits, it's always very
yeah,
good.
nostalgic.
Nothing can replace
Yeah.
childhood, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So
Yes.
nowadays, can you just tell me that how will you order? I mean, how do you order a food nowadays? I mean, do you prefer, eating home-based food, or do you prefer eating food while, buying from restaurant, or Zomato, or maybe Swiggy? How do you prefer? I have seen,
Yes.
yeah.
Sometimes we ordered the food from Zomato, ordered food from Zomato, but not many times because
Mhm,
we are the kind of person. We are very ritual to and fascinate with our home cooked food
mhm,
because stay healthy is our motto. We
mhm,
are from medium background, so it is okay that we are very fond of very good foods, street foods. So basically, rather than ordering from Zomato, we are prefer to go to the market restaurant and
mhm,
most of the time street food as well.
mhm. Yeah. Okay, nice. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you like nowadays you are thinking that you
Hmm.
are liking somewhere that you are not fluent enough in English. This is your thought, right?
Hmm.
That you want to
Yeah.
improve. You are able to speak, but you want to improve at such a level that you can sound very
Hmm.
fluent and you cannot stuck while speaking,
Hmm.
and you cannot face
Hmm.
problem while narrating stories whenever somebody is asking at spontaneous. This is very important. If
Yeah.
I will give some time to
Hmm.
somebody, he can think and he can ask ChatGPT and then he can speak. But when it comes to speaking spontaneous, we face problem, right? And this is what you are facing
Yeah.
nowadays, isn't it?
Yes. Absolutely right.
So for improving
Thoughts are
this,
in
what
my
are you
mind,
doing?
but I cannot. Sorry, sir. Can you repeat?
Words are in your mind, but you are not able to speak at times. So what are you doing to improve it? Are you doing something? Or maybe you are watching random videos over YouTube.
Actually, you are correctly right. I have started watching random videos, but after some time, I put it on the side because I heard many times that if you are unable to, if you can't until you speak with yourself or practice with yourself, until and unless you are not able to speak or deliver your speech, you cannot articulate your way. So I must think about that particular thing. But my mind stuck at that time what to speak because like everybody says you have to speak. But my question is what to speak. I have my daily routine, then past events, okay, my introduction. That's all the topic that I okay. Actually I have tried also, but once in a week I have tried it. Then after I get bored and think about it, it's not worth it for me. I have to appoint a mentor or maybe go somewhere else in the classes so they can actually give me the proper curriculum. I have to step by step improve myself. So I need a curriculum for that. So this is my thinking. Plus, you asked me that what did I do? So back in the past, I have I said earlier, I have seen lots of videos on YouTube. One of the channel which is English Guru. I have seen lots of grammatical topics like that. So first 30 days, there are tenses, positive work, model work. Right now, you are asking me about anything about it. I will surely explain you. If I'm writing, I will definitely writing in perfect grammar. But right now, I'm speaking in front of you that I actually realize that how I going to be, how much I'm going to do mistakes. Because see, my sentence structure are really mess up. If you want to talk me in present tense, I continuously talk in present tense because my mind knows that I have to talk in present tense. That's it. But right now you are asking some past events, right now current event. Then suddenly you ask me about the future events. So at the time I think that my mind is cluttered because I have never practiced before this all thing.
Mhm.
Okay, and also I have not enough practice for speaking. Even right now I'm speaking with you, it is my maximum time to speak in English
God.
till now.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
because
great.
in which even if you ask me how much time did I practice, even I have started. So it's been around about 6 to 8 months while I'm seriously starting speaking. It's not
Six
like
to
that
eight months.
I have practiced. Yes, sir. Even six to
Oh,
eight months. I before 4 months I actually prepared English grammar. Yeah, before that I also practiced English. Like
yes.
here local institute is here. So I have joined, but in 10th standard. After
Okay.
that I took a break. Then
Mhm,
in 12th standard because I want to pursue my degree. That's why it
mhm,
is really needed to become not fluent, but English is must at that time. But you
mhm,
know, sir, back in the past, our institute are like MEs are. like noun, pronoun.
Yes,
They are
yes,
never
yes,
come out from it. So
yes,
I
yes.
again go there. I learned that, but in the 12th. Now it's been 13 years. If I'm talking about my job career, so I learned very sporadic way. I'm not learning in consistent way or any continuous like 1 month, 2 months continuous practice. Not like that. But before 6 to 8 months, I have serious about it and started to pursue this spoken English. I want to pursue. There are more two reasons. Because of I want to become fluent. I want to see myself to speak English thoroughly. And the second reason is that I want to go to abroad, and for that I want to learn about the spoken English as well. So all are the things. And for that, actually, I have lots of consumed the conversational videos like you, Sunita ma'am, and English AI. So those are the videos I have lots of consumed. But after suddenly I click one video, I think I don't know who tell you, but I actually have heard that I have to speak. And after that, I realized that I don't want to learn only, I have to speak also. Because before I thought that only if I'm watching these videos or learning grammar topic, automatically my mouth is trained to be speaking English. So this is the
No,
scenario, sir. So
I mean
seriously, I'm not
only,
going to speak. Yeah.
yes, I mean only watching video jamming, we cannot improve. You know why? There is a concept of
Hmm.
learning. You know, whatever in this world we learn, just take example, whatever. Either you want to
Hmm.
cook some food, or maybe you have learned some mechanical work, or maybe practice coding. See, is the
Hmm.
one way is that you learn the concept. But after
Yes.
learning, if you are not implementing,
Hmm. Hmm.
trust me, it's not possible to be better at that skill. While only watching, how will you
Exactly.
able to know that where is the improvement areas where I need to improve?
Ah.
Suppose I tell you just write this coding and all, I just tell you how to print hello world. But if you have not
Yes.
placed your hand on the keyboard and not just type it, how will you able to know where I'm just doing mistake? I'm leaving semicolon, I'm not using parentheses. So you might be not able to be good at it, even though I know this. See, the hello world, the program for hello world is very simple. But if there is a guy who is very
Hmm.
beginner, and even though he watches the videos of the hello world programming 10 times, I can guarantee say that with guarantee I can say that when he is going to type, he's definitely going to do some mistake. Because everything in
Hmm.
this world we learn, until and unless we are not doing the implementation part, we are not going to learn it. Okay, I am a TEFL and TESOL
Hmm.
certified. So when I was doing this TEFL and
Okay.
TESOL certification from International College of Teachers and Trainer UK, that time I got to know, for anything you
Hmm.
want to learn, you have to encounter means interaction. Suppose you want to learn a
Okay.
vocabulary, right? So if you want to learn a vocabulary,
Hmm.
and a lot of people often says to me that I learn a vocabulary and I forget it. You forget it because you are
Hmm.
not using it. So there is a concept that if you
Using
want
it.
to remember a vocabulary for the longer period of time, you have to encounter that particular vocabulary 8 to 10 times in your life.
Hmm.
If you encounter that
Okay.
vocabulary 8 to 10 times, you are not going to forget. Nowadays you can't forget that mango means green means red means
Hmm.
you're not able to forget these words, because since childhood you are just watching those words and playing with those words, using in your day-to-day activities. And why people
Hmm.
are not able to use sophisticated word, fancy word, strong word? Because they are not often use those words in their daily conversations. So for anything you learn, it's not possible to only watching conversational videos and learners will be able to learn. That's not possible. Okay. So for anything we are learning, we have to do implementation part. Even though we are doing 10 minutes or 15 minutes a day, that is more than enough. But if we are doing it in a disciplined manner, this is the very essential part of anything learning. This is what I was saying, that most of the people say, I watch grammar videos and I watch
Hmm.
conversational videos and native speaker, but I'm not able to speak. It is because you're learning, but you're not implementing. There is a concept called shadowing. You know about that?
Sorry, sir. Which? What
There
is
is a
it called?
concept called
Shadowing.
yes. So shadowing is what? Shadowing is copying somebody. Suppose there is a favorite
Huh.
favorite speaker of yours. It could be anyone. Everybody has different motivation for different people. Some people like, Jay Shetty, some people like different Priyanka Chopra, Susmita Sen. There are a lot of, I personally like Shah Rukh Khan, Priyanka Chopra, Susmita Sen. So if you are
mm,
listening them and copying them at the very same time, this is called shadowing. So shadowing, why we do? Because we are doing how does a child learn a language? We just copy our surrounding. We
copying.
call them a child as
Yes.
Papa, say Daddy, say Mama. He'll listen again, and then he started saying Mama. So first we need to, in studying, we have to do this shadowing technique, which is called copying somebody, imitating somebody. So this is how it works. Okay, so I have analyzed you, in this entire, 30 to
Okay.
35 minutes of session. It's time to give you some feedback. So
Definitely, sir.
I have just written feedback. Just I will take 5 minutes, then we will wind up our session here. So are
Not to
you
worry,
ready
sir.
to take some positive feedback?
And negative also, sir. Not to worry.
Okay, negative answer. Okay. So, Jamin, first thing I want to say really very important that pace is very good while speaking. You're speaking
Okay.
such a great pace which people dream to have. You know about pace while speaking, some people speak very fast like this, and some people speak like very slow. Some people speak like this, but your pace is excellent. Second good thing I noticed in you that you take very good pauses. This is called
Mm,
intentional pauses. I really love your pauses while speaking. You are taking intentional pauses. This is really good. The third thing which I observed in you that when it comes to career related questions, suppose it is related to your career about project engineering and whatever you are from your field, you are excellent. You don't face any
mm,
problem when speaking. You keep speaking. I have to sometimes stop. Okay, Jamin, I'm also here. Please look at me. I mean, you keep speaking like a flow. I remember when I
mm,
asked you about your, the first question, my first question was that how do you feel after,
mm,
serving 13 years to an organization? You said you were just speaking like a, very energetic manner. So that was a good thing.
mm,
Now it's come to the feedback, the
mm,
not negative. It's not negative feedback. It's just the feedback that over time we can improve. See, the one thing which I face, you are liking is eye contact. While
ah,
speaking
yes.
to somebody, either you are in a group or maybe you are talking to somebody, it's very important to maintain eye contact. Throughout the
Mm,
conversation, I'm maintaining eye contact. Yeah, sometimes I was listening in my notes, just for the feedback. Maybe that time my mind
mm,
is shifting, but maintaining eye contacts build confidence. It builds that the person is interested in me. So there is a book
mm,
called How to Influence People and Win Friends. In this book, there is very important thing about the eye contact because it shows that you are interested in me in talking. Otherwise, person will say, okay, bye bye. Maybe this person is not interested in me. Okay, so this is the sign
mm,
of this is the very important thing. Whenever you are talking in general, I mean in your offline mode or online mode, try to maintain eye contact. Okay. Second thing is that I feel sometimes I realize you are very good speaker. Jamin, I'm honestly saying, but you are not believing in yourself that you are a good speaker. That means you are lacking
mm,
confidence. You are very good at it, but you are lacking a little confidence. You have to believe in
mm,
yourself. Today, I'm a great speaker. I can articulate myself. Okay. The third thing which I
mm,
observed that you are lacking few vocabulary are missing. Good vocabulary, I'm saying. Okay. And the
mm,
most important factor which I observed in you that while speaking to the past tenses, you said at one point of time about your parent, you say he taking, I don't know what was the complete sentence, but you were saying that he taking something. It was a past tense. Whenever you are speaking past tense,
mm,
I hope you have to use this second form of the verb or maybe third form of the verb
mm,
according to this. So where you say he
yeah.
taking, where you need to say he saw, I mean you saw your parent or something, that you are playing outside and not coming back to the time. And also you said some of your friend you were saying that he shifted from IT to electrical to IT, that he was
Ah,
completed. Okay. He was
mm,
complete, said a sentence ki he was
okay.
complete a course into IT. So he
Ah,
completed. So again,
mm,
he was complete is a good sentence. If you're saying he, so basically the sentence structure you are
ah,
liking in past tenses,
mm,
mostly I observe. Okay.
yes.
And it is
Yes.
happening just because you're speaking. I'm telling you, if I given you the same
Mm,
thing to write down, you are going to do it. I know this, you are going to do it.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Again, one thing I notice, you say they go to market. Again, it was a tense about your childhood where you are speaking in present
Yeah.
indefinite, but it was your
Right.
past. So you have to say they
Mm-hmm.
went to market. And then you say we play in Sunday. Again, it was a past. We play in Sunday. We played. Or maybe you can say we used to
Late.
play in Sundays, right? Again, there was a past
Mm,
tense. when you said we were playing, which was a very good thing I noticed, that immediately you realize I done a mistake. Now again you are saying the correct line that okay, we were playing. Okay, so like you said we were going to play. So this was a very nice thing. Okay. So again, one thing I noticed that I said one thing that when you were speaking about the food, at that time I noticed that you are facing a little story narration problem. Okay, you are speaking, but you are not expanding. You are not speaking at length. I mean longer. You're not speaking longer. So that is the problem which I noticed, which we will be working in the class, in upcoming classes whenever we are taking. Second thing I noticed vocabulary, which I said is a very important thing while speaking. Okay, so like you were saying, I love home-based cook, very very good food. So very good food. When we are saying like this, it seems it's okay in your informal setting, but if you really want to improve and sound confident, then you have to replace your simple words with good words. Okay, so words, better words, at the place of saying good food, you could say that I love delicious food. Rather saying good food, you could say that I love delicious food, and it sounds so good. Or maybe you can say I love scrum. Food are very scrumptious. Home based food are very scrumptious, means also very delicious, very tasty. There are a lot of words, but we often use very simple words. So this is the one thing which I think you should improve. The thirdly, when we are saying we are watching random videos over YouTube, see, so there is a very good vocabulary for this, that we do doom scrolling. So at the place of saying, we do. So these are the basic things which I think we should improve. See, I'm using Zoom application, and for that we have a limit of 40 minutes only. I have only 10 minutes, 1 minute left. I have to give feedback fast, though I have written a lot of things. Another thing you said that every day you have to, I mean, every day you speak, but you don't know what to speak. Everybody says keys, but what to speak you are lacking. So I will tell you in class that what to speak. This is a very good thing. I had to ask you another question, but due to very less time, I was not able to ask you this question. Okay, so while watching video, you cannot solve problem because you don't know your problem. On over YouTube, there is a lot of videos. Yeah, there's like see, it's like a
There are lots
sea
of.
episodes of videos. You cannot improve because they do not know your problem. If I am here, I am noticing your problem. Okay, here is the problem, narration is the problem, past tense is the problem, vocabulary is the problem, and then we're working towards it. And you said very good thing that we are speaking British time English, LSRW rule. See, if you are going to learn the colonial English, you are going to speak like British English. You cannot improve according to the modern English, so you have to work on this thing. So these were few areas where you can improve. Okay, there's no problem, Jamin. I have taken, you're very good at English. You just need a little, brush up. You just need a little brush up and little enhancement, and you're going to be better in very less time.